Alexander Armstrong, and welcome to Pointless, the show that makes big winners out of the lowest scorers. Let's meet today's players. And couple number one.
Hi, I'm Jess. This is my friend Robin, and we're from Wigan.
Couple number two.
Hi, I'm Rob, and this is my partner Lucy, and we're from Northamptonshire.
Couple number three.
Hi, I'm Susie, and this is my brother Johnny from Bristol.
And finally, couple number four.
Hi, Xander. I'm Jen from Oxted in Surrey, and this is my dad, Bob, from West Swallow in Hampshire.
And these are today's contestants. Thank you very much indeed. Welcome to the show. Wonderful to have you here. That just leaves one more person for me to introduce. Yes, it's the wedding guest who only just scraped an evening invitation by the skin of his teeth. It's my pointless friend. It's Richard.
Hiya. Hey, everybody. Afternoon. Good afternoon to you.
Good afternoon.
Now, two returning pairs who had very different shows last time. Jess and Robin, welcome back, got knocked out in round one. I suspect we'll see more of them this time. It wasn't like a disaster, it's just the highest scorers. You know, it's the way it goes sometimes. Jen and Bob, however, got through to the head-to-head, where they were up against Leslie and Nick, and they got knocked out by one letter. There was like a one-letter issue in their head-to-head. And Leslie and Nick went through to play for that jackpot, which was £9,250. So either it's very, very bad luck that they got knocked out by one letter, or we've done them a favour, depending on what happened to Leslie and Nick in that jackpot round, which was film directors, was it not?
Yeah, and they were film buffs.
Oh, Dad.
I know, I'm sorry. Leslie and Nick went through to the final and didn't win the jackpot, so we're adding another £1,000 to that, so today's jackpot starts off at £10,250. Right, if everyone's ready, let's play Pointless. As ever, it will always be the pair with the highest score at the end of each round that gets eliminated. So best of luck to all four pairs. Keep your scores low. Our first category this afternoon is modern television. Can you all decide in your pairs who wants to go first, who wants to go second? And whoever's going first, please step up to the podium. OK, and the question concerns The Guardian's 100 best TV shows of the 21st century. Richard.
Yeah, this was a list published in September 2019. We're going to give you clues to 7 shows that were on that list on each board. The clues we're going to give you are the initials of the show, 2 stars of the show, and the year it was first broadcast.
Thank you very much indeed. OK, so let's reveal our first board of clues. Here they are, 7 of them. T.S. James Gandolfini, Lorraine Bracco, 1999. D. Mackenzie Crook, Toby Jones, 2014. D.A. Hugh Bonneville, Phyllis Logan, 2010. S.F.U. Michael C. Hall, Francis Conroy, 2001. P.S. David Mitchell, Robert Webb, 2003. G.A.S. Joanna Page, Matthew Horn, 2007. And H.V. Sarah Lancashire, Siobhan Finneran, 2014. I'll read those again for you. T.S. James Gandolfini, Lorraine Bracco. D. Mackenzie Crook, Toby Jones. D.A. Hugh Bonneville, Phyllis Logan. S.F.U. Michael C. Hall, Francis Conroy. P.S. David Mitchell, Robert Webb. G.A.S. Joanna Page, Matthew Horn. And H.V. Sarah Lancashire, Siobhan Finneran. There we are. Jess, welcome back to Pointless. Good to have you with us again. Remind us all about yourself, Jess.
So I'm from Wigan, but I live in Manchester now, and I work in sales for a software company.
Very good. What do you like getting up to for fun?
We like to travel a lot when we get time, and then we do pole fitness as well.
Now, pole fitness, what's that?
Yeah. So it's kind of like pole dancing, but for fitness.
I see.
Quite hard, yeah.
Quite hard. Wow, there you are. Learning so much. Now, Jess, what are you going to go for on our board here?
There's only one and no, but I'm going to go for the bottom one and say Happy Valley.
Happy Valley, says Jess. Let's see how many of our 100 people went for Happy Valley. Happy Valley is absolutely right. It's a good answer. Down he goes to 40. Solid start there. 40 for Happy Valley.
Yeah, 11th on the list. Crime drama won BAFTAs in 2015 and 2017. Happy Valley. That's a great show.
Thank you very much indeed. Richard, Rob, welcome to Pointless. Good to have you here. Tell us all about yourself, Rob.
I live in Northamptonshire and I'm a chartered secretary.
A chartered secretary?
Yes.
What's that mean?
I'm a fellow of the Governance Institute and we sit in large organisations and advise on ethics and regulatory and legal issues.
I see. And what do you do for fun, Rob?
I read science fiction and fantasy.
Very good.
A lot.
OK, good
reader.
stuff. Rob, what are you going to go for on this board?
The only one I think I might know is DA, which is Downton Abbey.
Downton Abbey, says Rob. Let's see how many of our 100 people went for Downton Abbey. Downton Abbey is absolutely right. Down he goes to 61. Very good indeed.
That was 50th on the list. They did a movie, didn't they, in 2019? I didn't see it. So I didn't watch Downton Abbey. I know it's great.
It is, yeah.
And I
yeah.
know Hugh Bonneville plays you in it, doesn't he?
That's right. Yes,
Yeah.
it is. Yeah. Thank you very much indeed. Now, Susie, welcome to Pointless. Lovely to have you here. Tell us all about yourself.
How long have you got?
Well,
I'm a student at University of Cambridge, St Catherine's, and I study geography. I fit it in the gaps between everything else that I do. But officially, I'm there studying geography.
OK, time's up.
OK, right. Okay. Susie, how do you like our board? These are TV shows voted the best of the 21st century.
Actually, I think I quite like it, and I know a couple, but I'm going to go for the second one down, D, and say that is detectorists.
Detectorists, says Susie. Let's see how many of our 100 people said detectorists. Detectorists is right. Well, 40 is our low score, and you passed that. 29. Well done.
Well played, Susie. Yeah, 38th on the list. Deceptively gentle sitcom, I would say, but it's terrific.
Thank you very much indeed. Richard, welcome back. Jen, good to have you with us again. Remind us all about yourself.
I'm a stenographer from Surrey. I've got 2 young kids who take up a lot of my time. And in my spare time, I really love baking and running. To kind of cancel each other out. In
See,
terms
I was
of
going to say, that's
eating all
perfect.
the cake, running it all off.
Exactly. Put the cake in, go for a run. It'll be ready by the time you're back and you can eat it all. Now then, Jen, this is your board. Time for you to tidy up here.
Well, I'm really pleased because actually one of these answers is one of my favourite shows of all time.
Ah.
And when it came up, I said, oh, I really want to say it. And it's still there. So I think the top one is The Sopranos. GAS is Gavin and Stacey, but I'm going to go for PS, which is Peep Show.
Peep Show. Let's see how many of our 100 people said Peep Show. Peep Show is right. 61 remains our high score, 29 is our low, 51 for Peep Show. Very popular answer.
Very well done, yeah, one of my favourite shows of all time as well. It was 9th on the list, Peep Show. You're quite right about The Sopranos. That was #1 on the list, the best TV show of the 21st century. It would have scored you 41 points. GAS, you're quite right, was Gavin and Stacey. And that would have scored you 39. The best answer on the board is SFU.
Brilliant. 6 feet under.
6 feet under, yeah. And that would have scored 9 points. Well done if you said that at home.
Thank you very much indeed. Well, halfway through the round, and I can tell you that Susie and Johnny are our low scorers. Currently, Rob and Lucy are our high scorers. We're going to come back down the line. Everything could change. Could the second players please step up to the podium? OK, let's put 7 more clues to the best television shows, according to The Guardian, of the 21st century onto the board. Here they come. We have got LOD, Vicky McClure, Martin Compston, 2012. MM, John Hamm, Elizabeth Moss, 2007. TC, Claire Foy, Matt Smith, 2016. GOT, Amelia Clark, Peter Dinklage, 2011. FOTC, Jermaine Clement, Brett McKenzie, 2007. TSL, Chiwetel Ejiofor, Christopher Eccleston, 2011. And TTOI, Peter Capaldi, Joanna Scanlon, 2005. Here they are again. LOD, Vicky McClure, Martin Compston. MM, John Hamm, Elizabeth Moss. TC, Claire Foy, Matt Smith. GOT, Amelia Clark, Peter Dinklage. FOTC, Jermaine Clement, Brett McKenzie. TSL, Chiwetel Ejiofor, Christopher Eccleston. And TTOI, Peter Capaldi, Joanna Scanlon. There we are. Now, Bob, welcome back. Remind us all about yourself.
Thank you. I work in the IT industry as an engagement management professional. And in my spare time, I'm a big movie buff.
And you have a blog that you...
Yes, a blog, a film review blog.
How often do you put it up?
Every time I watch a film. Sometimes I come back from the cinema and I stay up till the wee hours writing.
What's the best film of the 21st century, Bob?
Oh, that's a difficult question. I really enjoyed Green Book. Deserved its Oscar.
Also, which hour is best for a wee?
My age, the middle of the night. Doesn't matter.
Yeah, around about half four. OK, now, there you are. You're on 51. At this early stage, 9 or less is your target?
I think based on the maybe people not knowing the stars, I'm going to go for the top one, which is Line of Duty.
Line of Duty for LOD. Let's see how many of our 100 people got Line of Duty. There's your red line, Bob. Line of Duty is right. Not bad. 46, taking your total up to 97.
13th on the list, yeah, police drama written and created by Jed Mercurio. It gets very, very twisty and turny. It's brilliant, though.
Thank you very much indeed. Richard Johnny, welcome to the show. Lovely to have you here. Tell us all about yourself.
Oh, good on. I'm Johnny. I study physics at the University of Bath. Yeah, what else do you want to know?
Which realm of physics are you in?
Oh, at the moment, all of it, because I've just started. At the moment, I'm finding all of it difficult, so don't ask me that. So, yeah.
OK, well, there we are. Now, you're on 29. If you can score 67 or less, you are into the next round.
I only know one, and it's still there. So I'm going to go GOT, Game of Thrones.
Game of Thrones. OK. Here comes your red line. Can you get below that with Game of Thrones? Shall we find out? Ooh, nearly 69, taking your total up to 98.
Yeah, 7th on the list, Game of Thrones. That's another one I haven't watched. I didn't start, and it feels like such a commitment.
Oh, it is. But it's good. Thank you very much. OK, now, Lucy, welcome.
Hello.
Tell us all about yourself, Lucy.
Hi, I'm a full-time mum to two amazing kids called Amelia and Zach.
Hi, Amelia. Hi, Zach.
A to Z.
Yeah,
exactly.
Nice.
Nice.
How about that?
Most people don't get that one.
Was that a conscious alpha
We
and
liked
omega?
it once we'd done it.
OK, nice. OK. And what else do you get up to, Lucy?
I spend a lot of time driving around the countryside, but I also play lots of music and I crochet.
Yeah, crochet.
Yeah.
OK, someone once crocheted some dolls of us.
Yeah, they were amazing.
Yeah, they were pretty good. And they had clothes that you could put on and take off, much as we do, in fact. Lucy, you are currently on 61, which means 36 or less gets you into the next round. So what are these shows? These are TV shows voted the best of the 21st century.
Well, the only one I actually know is Mad Men, which is number 2 on the list.
OK, John Hamm, Elizabeth Moss, Mad Men. Here is your red line. Can you get below it with Mad Men? Let's find out. Mad Men is right. And you're through. Look at that. Down it goes to 27. Perfect choice there. Taking your total up to 88.
Yeah, 3rd on the list, Mad Men. It's another one I haven't seen. This list, it's a good list. I read this Guardian list. But I have to say, and it's common with the broadsheet newspapers, it was all dramas and sitcoms. No one writes about the best entertainment shows. No one writes about the best quiz shows. I'm not saying we should be on the list.
No,
I'm just saying it'd be
not.
nice to be in consideration.
Yeah, there we go. Now, Robin, welcome back. Remind us all about yourself, Robin.
I'm a children's nurse in Manchester, so me and Jess live together. In my spare time, I like crafts. I do pole fitness with Jess, but I also do aerial silks.
Tell us about these crafts, Robin.
Oh, crafts.
What crafts are you up to?
I like to make my own headbands, so it's one of my.
You're responsible for that creation. Do you
Yeah.
make them for friends?
I end up wearing them all myself, to be honest.
Well, it looks very smart.
Thanks.
Now, you're on 40. You have to score 57 or less. What are you going to go for?
I'm going to go for the 3rd one. I think it'll be quite a high score, but I don't know any of the others left.
What are you going to say?
The Crown.
The Crown, says Robin. Here is your red line. Can you get below that red line with the Crown? Let's find out. It's right. And you have got below the line. Very well done indeed. 32 for the Crown. Takes your total up to 72.
Very well played, Robin. Yeah, the Netflix series, they record it in the next studio to us, don't they? So
Sometimes we turn up for work and there are lots of people from the 1940s or 50s.
I know, it's amazing,
All in
isn't
sort
it?
of very smart double-breasted suits.
I haven't seen the Queen yet. So Olivia Colman is the Queen now, right?
Yeah.
I haven't seen her. I won't give you any spoilers as to what happens. But, yeah, it all looks fun. Now, let's fill in the rest of this, shall we? FOTC
is Flight of the Conchords.
Flight of the Conchords, the wonderful Flight of the Conchords, would have scored 11. TTOI.
The Thick of It.
The Thick of It. That was in the top 10 as well of that list. 24 for that. And do you know TSL?
Do you know I don't?
It was 97th on the list. It was a BBC drama series, The Shadow Line, Very well done if you remembered that and said that. Would have scored 4 points. Best answer on the board.
Thank you very much indeed. Well, we're at the end of our first round. We've already ended up here. And that means we have to say goodbye to a pair. And I'm so sorry, Johnny and Susie. It's you. But we know you'll be back next time. And we'll look forward to that very much. Meantime, thank you very much indeed, Johnny and Susie. But for the remaining 3 pairs, it is now time for round 2. Well done, everybody. Jess and Robin, you're our low scorers there. Fantastic. Lucy, our lowest individual scorer there with Mad Men. So very well done. Our category for round 2 today is US Geography. Can you all decide who wants to go first, who wants to go second, and whoever's going first, please step up to the podium. OK, let's find out what the question is. Here it comes. We gave 100 people 100 seconds to name as many US states or US state capitals that do not contain the letter I. There we are, Richard.
Yeah, simply any of the 50 US states or their capitals, please, that don't contain that letter. So 100 possible answers out there.
Thank you very much indeed. Robin. Robin. US states or state capitals that don't contain the letter I.
Don't contain the letter I. Massachusetts.
Massachusetts, says Robin. Let's see how many of our 100 people said Massachusetts. It's right. Not bad. Not bad at all. 10. Good stuff. Good start to the round.
Well played, Robin. It's stressful, isn't it, going through a word as long as Massachusetts to work out there's no I in it. I'll tell you something that was invented in Massachusetts, 1957. The plastic pink flamingo garden ornament.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, the first one was made. Not till 1957.
Yeah.
Thank you very much
Yes.
indeed. Now, Rob. So it's US states or state capitals that don't contain the letter I.
Surprisingly large number of states have I's in them. Try North Dakota.
North Dakota. Let's see how many of our 100 people said North Dakota. No I's in that. 10's the only score we have so far. 20 for North Dakota.
They have an honorary equine, state equine, which is the Nakota horse, which presumably is named after North Dakota.
Must be, sure.
Nakota.
Nakota. Thank you very much indeed, Richard. Now, Jen.
Hi.
Jen.
I am going to go for a capital.
I was just thinking, it's time someone went for a capital. That's where the low scores are going to be.
I'm going to go for the capital of Louisiana, which is Baton Rouge.
Baton Rouge, says Jen. Let's see how many of our 100 people said Baton Rouge. Baton Rouge is right. 20 is our high score, 10 is our low. You passed the high score, you passed the low. It's a pointless answer. Very well done indeed, Jen. That adds £250 to today's jackpot, takes the total up to £10,500, scores you nothing and earns you nothing but cred.
Yeah, very well played, and very well played for choosing the capital of a state that does have an I in its name so we can mention it, which is very handy. Yeah, literally named after a red fence post that was between 2 rival bits of territory, and the French built a garrison there, and that became the capital, Baton Rouge.
On such flimsy things, a place is named.
Exactly, and 250 quid gets added to the jackpot. I bet they didn't know when they saw that little fence post painted red that someone was going to win £250 on an English game show so many years later.
There we go. Thank you very much indeed. Well, before we come back down the line, let's just wallow in the triumph of Jen's brilliant low score there and shuffle uncomfortably as we acknowledge the 20 that Rob and Lucy are on. We're going to come back down the line now. Will the second players please step up to the podium? OK, Bob. US states or US state capitals which do not contain the letter I. There was something in the way you nodded vigorously at Baton Rouge that makes me think you've got a good answer as well.
I am also going to go for a US state capital. And I'm rather hoping I've got the spelling right. I'm going to go for capital of Florida, which is Tallahassee.
Tallahassee, says Bob. Let's see how many of our 100 people said Tallahassee. Here's your red line. Tallahassee's right. You're through. Oh, it's a 1. It's a 1. Very well done indeed. I mean, it's just as good as a pointless answer, really, just without the glory. There we are. Takes your total up to 1.
I mean, listen, as a father and daughter team, of course it's not as good as a pointless answer. It's worse than a pointless answer, don't you think? He looked gutted. And now he's thinking, oh, man, I would love to have matched that.
Oh, thank you very much indeed, Richard. So, Lucy.
Hello. Again.
We're going to need a really low score from you here.
And I don't know any state capitals. So...
I know. Every time this comes up, I always think this is something I must learn. I've got to learn state capitals, because that's where all the clever clogs answers are.
My son would have them listed, but he's not
clever.
here. So I'm going to go for Vermont.
You go for Vermont. Come on, no red line for you, I'm afraid. You're currently the high scorers. What happens when we say Vermont? Vermont obviously is right. It's not bad. 7 takes your total up to 27.
Yeah, giving yourself a chance there, Lucy. Well played. It was the 14th state. It was an independent country before it became a state. Vermont.
What was it called when it was an independent country?
Vermont.
Ah, there we go. Thank you. Thanks, Richard. Now, Jess, we have a target for you.
Yeah.
You have to score 16 or less.
OK.
We want the name of any US state or any US state capital without an I in its name. What are you thinking of?
I've got a few states in my head, but I think I'm going to go for Delaware.
Delaware, says Jess. Here is your red line. Can you get below this red line with Delaware? Delaware is right. And you're through. Very well done. 8 takes your total up to 18.
Very nicely played. Here's a weird fact about Delaware. There are more businesses in Delaware than there are people. And that is almost half the businesses in the US are based in Delaware because of their tax laws. You see.
You see.
That's how they get you. Now, lots and lots of pointless answers here, and they are the state capitals, essentially. If you know your state capitals, which some people do, lots of chances to fill the jackpot here. Let's take a look at them. Here's the first few. Augusta, Maine, as a pointless answer. There's Baton Rouge, very well played. Charleston, which is West Virginia. Columbus, Ohio. Honolulu, Hawaii. Jackson, that is Mississippi. Juneau, that is... do you know where that's the capital of? Alaska.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Do you know Alaska?
Sorry.
Sacramento, that's the capital of California. Santa Fe, that's New Mexico. There's a few more you could have had. Cheyenne, you could have had Concord, Dover, Hartford, Montgomery, Topeka, and Trenton. Trenton, New Jersey. All of those are pointless answers. The top 3 are all states. Alabama, 32, and then a big leap up to Texas on 72. And New York State, 74. New York scored a lot, but its capital, which is Albany, would have scored you 2 points.
Thank you very much, Richard. Well, we are at the end of our second round, which means we have to say goodbye to another pair, Lucy and Rob. I'm afraid it is you. You're going to be back, though.
We are.
So it's only au revoir. We'll see you next time and look forward to that very much. But meantime, thank you very much for playing, Lucy and Rob. But for the remaining 2 pairs, it is now time for the head-to-head. Congratulations, Jess and Robin, Jen and Bob. You're now one step closer to the final and a chance to play for today's jackpot, which currently stands at £10,500. But before we go to the head-to-head, because the jackpot's looking a bit meagre, we thought it'd be quite fun to maybe see if we can swell it a little bit. It's the chance here to find 2 extra pointless answers, just to put some money in the jackpot. Here we go. We gave 100 people 100 seconds to name as many types of ship or boat as they could. Richard.
Yeah, you're going to see 6 names on the board. 2 of them are pointless ships or boats. 2 of them are incorrect answers. You know how this works already. Now, on the last show, of course, Jen and Bob added some money to the jackpot because we got 2 out of 2, didn't we, last time?
Yeah.
Added £500. It doesn't happen very often. I wonder if it can happen today. See if you can get the 2 pointless answers here.
Thank you very much indeed, Richard. OK, so we're looking for types of boat. Here they are. 6 potential answers. Ravenel, Galleon, Montmorency, Umiak, Hydrofoil, Yawl. There we are. Jess and Robin, you get to go first. What do you think?
I feel like that's obvious. Should we just guess one? Yeah, go for that. We're going to go for Montmorency.
Montmorency. OK, Montmorency. Let's see if that's a pointless answer. No bad luck. Montmorency not a pointless answer. Not a correct answer, in fact. One of our red herrings. Now, Jen and Bob, do some thinking out loud here. What are you going to go for?
Galleon and hydrofoil
yeah.
are the two obvious ones.
So what do you reckon?
I think a yawl.
I was thinking yawl.
I've heard that.
I'd probably go for yawl or umiak. I think those two, but it's a complete guess. Should we go yawl, as we both thought of that one first?
Yes.
Yes, OK, we're going to go for yawl.
Let's see if yawl is a pointless answer. He's definitely right. Oh, it's a pointless answer. Very well done indeed. 2 from 2 we've had with Jen and Bob. Just don't put a foot wrong. Very well done indeed.
You can't stop adding money to the jackpot. It's very, very impressive. You were choosing between yawl and umiak there, and umiak was the other pointless answer. Very well done if you said yawl and umiak at home. Montmorency is the name of the dog in Jerome K. Jerome's Three Men and a Boat. And Ravenel is the other incorrect answer. That is, Gaylord Ravenel is a character in Showboat. So that was an incorrect answer. And the other two would have scored your points, Hydrofoil and Galleon.
Thank you very much indeed. Well, you managed to find one pointless answer, so that means we're adding another £250 to the jackpot, taking our total up to £10,750. Very well done indeed. But who will be playing for it? Let's find out in the head-to-head. Remember, the first pair to win 2 questions will be playing for that jackpot, and you are now allowed to confer. Our first head-to-head question is all about musical politicians. Richard.
Yeah, we're going to show you 5 pictures now of politicians with musical instruments. We simply need you to tell us what song they are playing, please. We don't really. We need to know the names of the politicians, please.
Thank you very much indeed. Let's reveal our 5 musical politicians, and here they are. We've got A, B, C, D, and E. There we are. OK, 5 politicians playing musical instruments. Jess and Robin, you're our golden couple. You get to go first.
Yeah, there's only one we know. So I'm going to go for A and say Tony Blair.
OK, A, Tony Blair. Say Jess and Robin. Now then, Jen and Bob, talk us through that board.
Do you know B?
No, I don't recognise B.
I think she's a Scottish politician, but I'm not sure about that one.
Yeah.
C is Michael Gove. You guessed D, which...
D, it looks a bit like Condoleezza Rice, but I'm not 100%.
Yeah.
But Dad knows E, which I don't, so we're going to go for that.
We are going for the guy rocking out his eyebrows, which is Dennis Healy.
Dennis Healy. So we've got Tony Blair and we've got Dennis Healy. Jess and Robin said Tony Blair for A. Let's see how many of our 100 said Tony Blair. Tony Blair is right. Look at that, down to 88. Meanwhile, Jen and Bob have gone for Dennis Healy for E. Let's see how many of our 100 said Dennis Healy. Dennis Healy's right, wins you the point. And down that goes to 22. Very well done indeed. And it means Jen and Bob, after one question, you're up 1-0.
Yeah, very well done. He was quite a virtuoso, Dennis Healy. Piano, double bass, all sorts of things. B, you recognise that. It is Mary Black.
Mary Black, exactly.
And she would have scored you 6 points. Very well done if you said Mary Black. C, with his tuba,
it's Michael
is
Gove.
Michael Gove. He would have scored you 51. And D is Condoleezza Rice.
Yeah.
And that would have scored 10 points.
Thank you very much indeed, Richard. OK, now, here comes your second question. Jen and Bob, you get first dibs on this. But Jess and Robin, you have to win this one to stay in the game, so very best of luck. Our second question today is all about literary heroines. Richard.
Yeah, we're going to show you the names now of 5 literary heroines with alternate letters missing. We're also going to show you the name of the author and the year in which it was published as well.
OK, well, let's reveal our literary heroines, and here they are, 5 of them. We have got B-I-G-T-O-E, Helen Fielding, 1996. C-T-E-I-E-A-N-H-W, Emily Bronte, 1847. B-T-S-E-A-V-R-E-E, Thomas Hardy, 1874. S-A-L-T-O UAA, Margaret Mitchell, 1936, and BACEUOS, Tennessee Williams, 1947. I'm going to read those all again. BIGTOE, Helen Fielding. CTEIEANHW, Emily Bronte. BTSEAVREE, Thomas Hardy. SALTOAA, Margaret Mitchell. And BACEUOS, Tennessee Williams. So Jen and Bob will go first.
Yeah?
Yeah.
OK. We're going to go for the fourth one down, Margaret Mitchell, which is Scarlett O'Hara.
OK, Scarlett O'Hara, say Jen and Bob. Now then, do you want to talk us through the board, Jess and Robin?
The first one we think is Bridget Jones. We can't remember the second one. We don't know the
Don't know her last
surname.
name.
We'll just go for Bridget Jones.
OK, Bridget Jones, say Jess and Robin for the top one. So we have Scarlett O'Hara and Bridget Jones. Jen and Bob went for Scarlett O'Hara. Let's see if that's right for Margaret Mitchell. It is indeed right. There we are, 58. Meanwhile, Jess and Robin have gone for Bridget Jones for Helen Fielding. Let's see if that's right. Let's see how many of our 100 said Bridget Jones. Bridget Jones is right and wins you the point. Down that goes to 43. Very well done, Jess and Robin, back in the game. After 2 questions, that means it's 1-1.
Yeah, lower score than you'd expect. I think probably because the letter spelt out big toe and it confused people.
I think so.
Now, I bet you can fill these in. The second one down?
Catherine Earnshaw.
Catherine Earnshaw is right. Well done. Would have scored you 13. The Thomas Hardy one?
She's Bathsheba. I can't remember what the surname is.
Everdeen.
Oh, of course.
Bathsheba Everdeen would have scored you 8. And the bottom one?
Is Blanche Dubois.
Blanche Dubois. And that would have scored you 11. So Bathsheba Everdeen's the best answer on the board.
Thank you very much indeed. OK, now here comes the third question. This is the decider. Whoever wins this one goes through to the final and plays for that jackpot. So best of luck to both pairs. Our third question today is all about double K clues. Richard.
Yeah, every answer on this board has a double K somewhere in it. Very best of luck. Both teams, a big old jackpot to play for, isn't it?
It really is, yeah.
And the final question on a head-to-head.
A lot hanging on this. Yes, very, very best of luck. All these answers have a double K in them. Here are the 5 clues. Finnish driver, Formula One world champion in 1998 and 1999. A small, short-tailed wallaby with a short face, round ears and some tree climbing ability. Ruthless businessman, played by Michael Douglas in the 1987 film Wall Street. State in northeast India with its capital at Gangtok. And the Jewish festival that usually takes place in December, also known as the Festival of Lights. I'll read those again for you. Finnish driver, Formula One world champion in 1998 and 1999. A small, short-tailed wallaby with a short face, round ears and some tree climbing ability. Ruthless businessman, played by Michael Douglas in the 1987 film Wall Street. State in northeast India with its capital at Gangtok. And the Jewish festival that usually takes place in December, also known as the Festival of Lights. There we are. Now, Jess and Robin will go first.
That's not double K. I know. I don't understand. Do you think the top one?
We think the top one's Michael Schumacher.
Michael Schumacher, say Jess and Robin. OK, Jen and Bob, do you want to talk us through that board?
Yes. I'm not sure about the wallaby one. I think the ruthless businessman is Gordon Gekko.
Yeah.
I'm not sure about the Indian state. The bottom one is Hanukkah. Should we go for the Wall Street?
Go for Gordon Gekko.
We'll go for Gordon Gekko for
You're
Wall
going
Street.
to go for Gordon Gekko. So we have Michael Schumacher and we have Gordon Gekko. Jess and Robin said Michael Schumacher for the Finnish Formula One driver. I'm afraid not Michael Schumacher, which means, Jen and Bob, you merely have to be correct with Gordon Gekko, the ruthless businessman played by Michael Douglas. How many people said that? But crucially, is it right? It is right. There you are, and it takes you down to 19, actually, surprisingly low score. But it means, Jen and Bob, after 3 questions, you are through to the final 2-1.
Yeah, very well played. Yeah, not Michael Schumacher, is Mika Häkkinen, the Finn. He would have scored you 28 points. Do you know this one, the Wallaby?
No,
So
I don't.
quokka would have scored 3 points. Good word to remember for Scrabble, quokka.
Absolutely.
The Jewish festival is Hanukkah, you're quite right. That's the biggest score on the board. Would have scored 39. Now, this one, you feel like you should know it, right? You know most of the Indian states. This is one of the smallest ones, and it scores 1 point. Very well done if you said Sikkim.
Thank you very much indeed. OK, so the pair leaving us at the end of the head-to-head round, I'm afraid, Jess and Robin, this is where we say goodbye. It's been great having you on the show. What a great performance right across the show. Thank you so much for playing, Jess and Robin. But for Jen and Bob, it is now time for our Pointless Fun. Congratulations, Jen and Bob. You've seen off all the competition and you have won our coveted Pointless trophy. You now get a chance to win our Pointless Jackpot. And at the end of today's show, the jackpot is standing at £10,750. Well, it'd be really lovely if we could send you back with that jackpot. And what a jackpot it is. As always, though, you've got to choose your category from the four we put up. Let's see what today's selection reads like. Portuguese football, geology, Johann Sebastian Bach,
Oh, no.
the year 1976.
Oh, my word.
Well, not Portuguese football.
Now, I did geophysics at university, but so I ought to say geology, but no, I couldn't get anything.
You were alive in 1976.
I was alive in 1976. I remember it.
What do you think? I mean,
I think you should probably go in 1976
Yeah,
if you trust
I
me.
think so. I think,
I
yeah.
don't think we'll get any of the others.
no.
OK, we will go for the year 1976.
OK, the year 1976.
Tell you what, if someone who did geophysics at university isn't going to choose geology, I don't know who is.
Well,
1976, there's three very different questions, so fingers crossed one of these suits you. There is a movie question up here as well.
Oh.
We are looking for any of the cast of the 1976 film Rocky, according to IMDb. We are looking for any GB medalist from the 1976 Summer Olympics, anyone who got any medal there. Or we're looking for any actor who had a UK #1 single or album in 1976, according to the official charts company. So cast of Rocky, GB medalist, or any actor with a UK #1 single or album. Very, very best of luck. Lovely jackpot there.
OK, now, as always, you've got up to a minute to come up with three answers. Just need one pointless answer to win that jackpot. Are you ready?
Yes.
Let's put 60 seconds up on the board. There they are. Your time starts now.
Right,
Rocky cast?
Rocky, Talia Shire plays his girlfriend and wife, and Burgess Meredith is his trainer.
They sound good.
I think both of those sound
Yeah?
pretty good. They're main cast members, but it's a long
Yeah?
time ago.
How about, so 1976, you were like 16, 17. Do you remember any albums? I'm talking about the
yeah.
music.
UK #1 single or album.
You would have been- you
Boom
would have
Town
been-
Rats were around
Yeah?
then.
You would have been like 16.
Rat Tat, that might be the following year.
Like O-levels. What were you listening to when you did your O-levels?
Johann Sebastian Bach. 16. God, his time goes quick.
Who else is in Rocky? Who?
No, let's do,
Okay,
the,
no,
do
music.
The music. Donna Summer was around
Yeah?
then. It was just
Queen.
even.
10 seconds left.
Queen were around.
Bee Gees.
Bee Gees, yeah.
Bee Gees might be a good one.
Yeah,
to
Bee
go
Gees.
for there.
Yeah.
They were good just before the
Okay.
disco phase.
Yeah.
Okay.
That is your time up. Let's have your three answers. What are you going to give me?
I'm going to go for Talia Shire for Rocky.
Talia Shire,
Burgess Meredith.
Burgess
for Rocky,
Meredith,
and Bee Gees.
Bee Gees, yeah.
The Bee Gees.
and the
Bee
Bee
Gees.
For the
Gees.
album.
For the album.
For the
UK
#1.
UK #1. OK. Of those three, which is your best shot at a pointless answer?
One of your Rockies?
I think Burgess Meredith.
Burgess Meredith goes last.
Burgess Meredith, yeah.
Sorry, Burgess
Burgess Meredith.
Meredith goes last. Least likely to be pointless?
Probably the Bee Gees.
The Bee Gees. And then we put Talia
Talia
Shire
Shire in the
into the middle. OK, well, let's put those answers up on the board in that order, and here they are. We have got the Bee Gees, Talia Shire, and Burgess Meredith. Three good answers on the board there. If one of these turns out to be pointless and wins you that jackpot, £10,750. I mean, that's a big old jackpot. What would you like to do with it?
Well, we're going on a big family holiday, the whole collective family of about 12 of us, isn't it, to Florida next year. And we said if we won any money on here, we'd buy the family boneless chicken wings.
In Tallahassee, I hope.
£10,000 can buy you an awful lot of bonus.
That's a lot,
death
yeah.
by chicken wings.
Yeah,
Okay.
Fantastic.
So, 3 answers. Let's hope one of these is pointless and wins you that jackpot. The Bee Gees is your first answer. In this case, we were looking for any UK #1, either single or album, in the year 1976. If the Bee Gees are pointless, £10,750 is yours. No! Not the Bee Gees. Never mind, you put that first for a good reason. You weren't expecting that to be pointless. Your next answer is Talia Shire. In the last 2 cases, Talia Shire and Burgess Meredith were looking for anyone from the cast of the film Rocky from 1976. If Talia Shire is pointless, £10,750 will be yours. It's right. Now, the Bee Gees turned out not to be right. Talia Shire, absolutely right. Down we go. Through the teens. We're in single figures with Talia Shire. Still going down to 4. OK. 4. It's a great answer. Sadly not pointless. Your third and final answer was Burgess Meredith. Again, we're sticking with the cast of Rocky. For £10,750. How many people said Burgess Meredith? Is it pointless?
Oh my God.
Right. Your first answer to the Bee Gees was incorrect. Talia Shire took us down to 4. Burgess Meredith now takes us down to single figure, still going down. Oh no! 5 for Burgess Meredith.
Really good answer.
2 wonderful answers there. Lovely low scores. Just not quite obscure enough for our 100, I'm afraid. So you don't win today's jackpot, but you do win the trophy. So well done, and you've played so well, not just on this show, but on last time's show as well. I mean, really fantastic. So thank you very much.
Yeah, it's been terrific for 2 shows. Very well played. You've added so much money to that jackpot as well. I'm going to take you through some pointless answers now. We will start with the Rocky movie. Now, his brother, Frank Stallone Jr., has a small part in that film, as does his father, Frank Stallone, who was also a pointless answer. Joe Frazier plays himself in the movie. He was a pointless answer. Thea David and Tony Burton. The only answers that scored points were the 2 you gave us, plus Sylvester Stallone and Carl Weathers would have scored you points, as would Burt Young and Joe Spinell. Every other answer was pointless. So very well done if you got another one. Now, those GB medalists at the Summer Olympics. These first 2, Adrian Parker and Jim Fox, won gold in the men's team modern pentathlon, along with Danny Nightingale, who also was a pointless answer. Patrick Cowdell, the boxer, was a pointless answer. Patrick Sweeney, who was a cox in the 76 Summer Olympics. Everyone a pointless answer there, apart from David Wilkie, Brendan Foster, John Osborne, Jim Clark, Keith Renfrey and Reginald White. Everyone else pointless. And UK #1 singles or albums, there's a few you could have got here, maybe Status Quo, Demis Roussos, The Wurzels was a pointless answer, that would have been a brave guess. Tina Charles as well, you could have had Dr. Feelgood, Glenn Campbell, Perry Como, The Four Seasons as well. All of those are pointless answers.
Thank you very much indeed, Richard, and thank you, Jen and Bob. I'm thrilled that you finally got to the final, but I'm sorry you didn't win the jackpot. That will therefore roll over onto the next show, when we will be playing for £11,750. Join us then to see if someone can win it. Meanwhile, it's goodbye from Richard.
Goodbye.
And it's goodbye from me. Goodbye.